Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Hannah and today I'm going to be showing you how to do this purple Halloween makeup look. Okay, so starting off with a fresh face, no makeup on of course, I'm going to just zoom you guys in because we're going to get started with the eyes first. So I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This is my favorite face primer to use because it's super sticky, so your makeup is definitely going to last. And I was having issues with the camera focusing, so don't mind that if it keeps popping up. But yeah, so I'm going to put this all over my face, focusing it mostly on my nose area and on the outside of my face. Then using the Pixie Rose Balm Glow primer, I'm going to apply that mainly to the center of my face to give a nice glow to the skin. Then going in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, I tried to show you guys that I'm in this shade medium 25, but it wouldn't show. But yeah, so I'm going to take my Maybelline concealer and I'm going to use that to prime my eyelids as a base for the eyeshadow. I really like to pack this on because it's a very lightweight concealer, but once it's blended out, it gives a really nice, even coverage on the eyelids. Then using my crusty, super crusty, oh my god, I'm sorry you had to see this, but using my crusty Real Techniques makeup sponge, I'm just going to blend out the concealer on my eyelids. Then using my favorite Maybelline Superstay face powder, I'm just going to set the concealer in place so that way we can get right in with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the Morphe James Charles palette and starting off with the shade 518 on a small blending brush. I'm just going to apply that into the crease as the initial transition color for the look. Now this is my favorite palette to use for really colorful looks because the eyeshadows blend so easily and the colors are so pigmented. By the way, I apologize for my eyebrows. They so need to get plucked. Trust me, halfway through I realized how bad they looked and I plucked those extra hairs that you see right there. But anyway, this palette is super good for really colorful looks. And then I'm going to take a blending brush with no product on it just to blend out the harsh edges, and then I'll be going back and forth between the color 518 as well as the blending brush just to get the transition color to how I want it. Then taking the color Rusted in the palette right next to it, this is more of a deep reddish orange color. I'm just going to use that to deepen up the orange in my crease. Then taking the shade Escape, I'm going to take it on a flat brush and pack it in all over the lid, making sure to pack on as much color as I want so that way it's nice and opaque and really vibrant. Okay, next I'm going to take the shade Single, which is more of a pinkish purple color, and I'm going to use that to try to blend the purple into the orange slightly. You don't have to worry about making this too perfect because we're going to be adding eyeliner later on. This is just to really blend in the two colors as well as add a little bit of more dimension between the purple and the orange. Okay, then taking my same Maybelline concealer on a small brush, I'm going to cut the inner third of my eyelid so that way when I apply a shimmery eyeshadow into the inner third of my eye, it's going to be a lot more vibrant. Okay, so the shimmery color I'm using is the shade Artistry from the palette. I started off trying to use a flat concealer brush to apply it, but it wasn't giving me the color payoff that I really wanted, so I ended up switching over to my finger instead. This way I could pack on a lot more of the shimmer on there, and it turned out way more iridescent and really beautiful in the end. Once I'm happy with the amount of shimmer on my eye, I'm going to use the same flat top brush from the purple shade in the beginning to blend the two together. Then I'm going to use my NYX white liquid eyeliner and basically cut the crease, I think is what you call it, with my eyeliner. This also kind of adds like a color blocking effect, and honestly I just really felt like the look needed a little something, and this is exactly what I was looking for. Honestly, I ended up making this line a lot thicker than I intended, but hey, it turned out in the end. And next I'm going to use the Pixie Whaley Hong collaboration eyeliner just to add a nice cat eye. And then I'm going to do the other eye off camera. Ooh, look at her. Wow. And then moving on to foundation. I'm going to use the Benefit Hello Happy Foundation and just apply this all over the face. And back again with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm going to put that under my eyes, making sure to swipe next to my eyeliner just to clean up the eyeshadow and eyeliner on the side, around my nose, around my mouth, forehead, and any blemishes all around my face. And the crusty sponge is back. I really should get another one. She's like, I'm so sorry that you guys have to keep looking at this thing. But hey, it still does the job, and I really love the Real Technique sponges. So I really just need to fork up the money and go get some more of them. Then back in with my Maybelline Superstay face powder, I'm just going to set my entire face, focusing mainly on my nose and forehead and under eye areas. Then going in with my Maybelline City Bronzer, I'm going to use that to bronze / contour my face. So I really chisel in my cheekbone area because your girl lacks some cheekbones like crazy. And I'm also going to apply that to the tops of my forehead just to slim it down, as well as put it along my jawline because your girl has a double chin and nobody wants to see that. Continuing on with the face, I'm going to use the Ofra Madison Miller blush in the shade Sweet Stuff. This is a really cute mauvey pink shade, which I think goes really well with my skin tone. If you had something a little more peach or orangey toned, I think that would go really well with that overall eyeshadow look, but unfortunately I didn't have one, but I still feel like this shade worked out well in the end. And for highlight, I'm going to be using the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I really love this highlighter because the glow is just amazing. You can use it for a natural look and use just a little bit, or you can really pack it on and you'll be glowing to the gods in this. It's amazing. Also, this shade is a really perfect champagne shade, so it goes with a lot of different looks. Now, to make sure that I look like a real glazed donut, I'm going to use that same highlighter basically all over my face, making sure to get it on the cupid's bow, tip of the nose, on my nose bridge, and I will end up putting it under my brow bone and in my inner corner later on. It's all the same highlighter, just because I freaking love this shade. Okay, and on to brows, because I feel like my brows have been lost since this eyeshadow look is so bold. I need to fill them in. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I use this in their shade Deep Brown. Their brunette shade is a little bit more red toned, so this deep brown one is definitely more of a cool brown tone, and I feel like it matches my hair a little bit better. So I'm going to use that. It has a super fine tip to it, which I love because you can use it to really add in individual brow hairs into your brows and fill in those really sparse areas. By the way, see, I told you that I would pluck those hairs that were underneath my brows. Once I was done with the eyeshadow, I really was like, oh my god, my eyebrows look terrible. So I cleaned them up for you. I hope they look a little bit better now. The sheer difference a brow can make. Oh my goodness. So I went ahead and did the other brow off camera because it was the same thing over again. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. They have two different versions. One is the one in clear packaging. It's their mascara / eyebrow gel. I use their newer version, which has a micro like brush to it, so that way you can get really in on your individual hairs, and I feel like it really helps make them really bold. By the way, the reason I'm staring off into the corner in that second is I was actually watching a YouTube video as I was filming this, so don't think that I'm like a cat that like saw something in the corner and like was staring off. Like, I realized how odd that looked in the end. My only knock on the NYX eyeliner is that when you apply it pretty thick, it has a tendency to crack really easily, so just keep that in mind. Don't do what I did. Go thin. And then going in with 518 and Rusted on the flat brush, I'm going to blend that into the bottom lash line, same as we did on the top. And then I'm also going to go back in with Artistry and apply that right on top with a concealer brush really close to the bottom lash line. One of the really cool things about that Pixie and Whaley eyeliner is it actually has a kohl tip on the other end. So I used that to fill my waterline. I didn't show that part because it looked really gross if I did, but yeah, that's what I did. Then going in with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Sandstorm. I'm gonna line my lips before I apply my lipstick. This is just like a plain like nude color. It's my favorite nude to go with, but I didn't have a purple lip liner, so I just went with nude just to prep my lips before I applied the lipstick. Okay, then going in with La Butte Fatale, I don't know how to say that, and I'm assuming it's French, lipstick in the shade Tough Love. I also got this from an Ipsy bag, so I'm really not too familiar with the brand, but the color was perfect for the look. It's a very muted, dusty purple color. Oh my god, I'm so attractive. Look at that. Wow. Nice, Hannah, nice. Anyway, it's a really nice dusty purple color, but it wasn't as bold as I was hoping it would be. So then you're gonna see I'm gonna go in with eyeshadow afterwards to help deepen the color up. So you can keep the shade like this if you'd like, but like I said, it wasn't bold enough for me. It's Halloween, go big or go home. So I used the same shade Escape on the outer parts of my lips to have the outside of my mouth a little bit deeper to give it sort of like an ombre lip look to it. And then I'm going to take Artistry and apply that to the center of my lips to give it a shimmery color. Then to set my makeup like every Visco girl does, I'm going to use the Mario Badescu water spray and just use that to set my face. It's not my favorite, I'll be honest. I actually like an e.l.f. setting spray a little bit better, but sometimes I do like to use that one. Then using a CoverGirl mascara, I'm just gonna apply mascara to my lashes. I didn't feel like putting falsies on today, but once again, it's Halloween, girl. Wear falsies, go all out, wear something crazy, do what you want. But for the sake of the tutorial, I just did mascara. Okay, don't worry, y'all. I wasn't gonna leave my hair in those like messed up braids the entire time. So I'm just gonna take my hair out, fix her up, look a little cuter. Oh yes, get it, girl, get it. Yes, pose for me. And there we go. That is the look. Hope you guys enjoyed watching my first ever attempt at a makeup tutorial. If you enjoyed it and plan on using it for Halloween, make sure to let me know. And yeah, I hope that I get to see you guys again soon. Happy Halloween!